As far as artists really influencing me, it goes from Diego Rivera, Frida Kahlo, Siqueiros and Orozco. You know, those were very impactful artists for me. Looking, I think, as I named those artists, is really looking at, okay, this is part of my heritage in the way that it's culturally related. There were three of us collaborating for this mural, and Vicky Petrovich, myself, and Alex Espinosa. It was actually his mural, and he invited us to participate with him. And there was one other young woman, Ingrid, and I can't remember her last name at the moment. So we were trying to bring in our perspective of our cultural heritage and our historical depiction. Vicky took the part of the Aztec Mayan goddess. I took the part in the middle of the mural of the, at the time, the Chicano movement with the banner that, you know, yes, we can. It was more of a statement of where we were as Chicanos. And Alex, who died shortly after completing the mural, had the lowrider car and the Transamerica building kind of pyramid, and a Christ-like figure on a cross. And these figures we tried to incorporate into a mural kind of composition that brought in these different perspectives. I remember having myself jolted a bit because someone wrote in the Pajaronian newspaper that this was like the paintings you would see on a cantina in Mexico, and the writer of this letter to the newspaper was very much angered by this. So I got to see another perspective of what was happening, or what was being viewed or perceived. And accepting that in the early 70s that the whole Chicano movement was not really alive and as vibrant as, I mean, it was beginning, it was definitely going on in San Francisco, but Watsonville and Santa Cruz were not in that same energy of acceptance. I mean, it wasn't very long afterwards that when I was working in the Spectra program that a lot of them did include mural painting, and it was accepted. But this was just at the very beginning when things were very fresh and new. What I think really engaged me and others who were painting was the dedication of the mural. When then the community came out in full force, in numbers, and the beautiful celebrations that were done for the dedication at the Radcliffe and at the Mona Lisa, the dancing, you know, all of the, having it be a community event where everyone was invited. And for the one for the Mona Lisa was, you know, spectacular. Luis Valdez came, and there was dancing on the street. It was wonderful. That really was a feeling of, yeah, here we all, and particularly that part of Watsonville, you know, it's that just on the edge